Hi, today's good person to know is Tim Watson. He's founder of Zetisphere, an email marketing consultant with over 9 years of experience working for blue chip brands. Tim chairs the Best Practice Hub for the Direct Marketing Association and blogs too. And his talk is on list growth, how to capture data and how to grow your list of subscribers. So is it a matter of quantity over quality? Tim says more is better and bigger is a lot better, and goes on to say that if you can grow your list by 5%, it can mean 5% more revenue because the marginal cost of an extra email is really low, and goes through the math. So if you've ever wondered how to work out how much an email is worth, take notes. Tim identified 7 things that you should do in order to grow your list and explains each point with an example. 1. Interest. You need to grab your subscribers' attention, so talk about the benefits of getting the email. 2. Incentives. Give them a reason to sign up and make it relevant. 3. Impulsive. He says there are moments of weakness in everyone and that you need to know when that is, and says that popovers work really well because they're timed. 4. Instant. Give them something they can have now. 5. Integrated. Are all your touch points connected? Now, if I'm honest, I didn't really understand this point, but if you do, let me know. 6. Improve. Can you simplify it to make it better? Do you really need people to fill out that form with all their personal information? 7. Is it investable? Do you know how much an email address is worth? I personally found this video really informative, and I love the way that Tim illustrated each point with a real example. So if there's nothing else and you don't know what you're doing, you can copy those. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you for watching.
Strategies all worrying about creative the whole time and getting the next campaign out and what are we doing here and what technology. List growth just doesn't seem to be on the agenda. So I hope after today you will put list growth on your agenda of regularly thinking about it and looking at it. How do you grow your list? And it just seems to me it's like this poor car, that list growth is a kind of a forgotten part of email marketing. What is your objective with list growth? Are you a quantity person or a quality person? What are you looking for? Do you kind of say, let's just make a big list, whatever? Or are you saying, yeah, we really want to focus on quality on our list? There is no getting away from it. Quantity is important in email marketing. More is better, without question, and I always like to look for a quantity of quality. So are you pushing full gas on getting a high quantity of email addresses on your list, whilst maintaining quality? The simple reason is this: bigger is a lot better. Imagine if you grew your list by 5% of the same quality data. 5% growth in your list will, of the same quality data, immediately means 5% more revenue. Your marketing expense, what you spend on email marketing, your time, your creative developer's time, the cost of the template, that's largely fixed cost. You know, you spend that regardless of whether you've got 1 subscriber on your list or 10 million subscribers on your list. And the marginal cost of an extra email to an extra person is really low. If you grow your list, not only does your revenue grow, but your profit and your ROI grows even faster, because those fixed costs don't go up as you add more people. The thing to do is to measure the quality of each of your different list acquisition sources and have a look at what you're getting from them, so that not only are you growing on the quantity side, but you are keeping that eye on quality as well. If you work out the number of leads you're getting per month from each list source, and then do something like measure the amount of revenue by list source from each of those different acquisition sources. You know, if you put up a competition and it costs you £3,000 for a fantastic prize, and you get 10,000 addresses, you can work out how much that costs, look at the revenue per address, and then divide the revenue per address in the first month, say, by the cost per acquisition, and you get a quality measure. What I like to call the 7 eyes of list growth. The 7 eyes of what you should be doing and thinking about in order to get your high list growth. To have a proposition that grabs people's attention and gets their interest. People do not want to join a list. People do not want to get your email. People do not want to get your newsletter. What they want to get is the benefits of receiving your email. So when you're actually grabbing their attention, make sure you're talking about the benefit of having the email, not the actual action of having the email. It's not about being on the list, it's about what you're going to get by being on the list. This is a nice example from Daily Worth. Look, they're grabbing attention big time. And they've got a nice big block of space dedicated to list growth. It doesn't say join our list, it says get a fresh perspective on your money. It's immediately setting a value proposition about what their email is going to deliver. It's going to deliver a fresh perspective. It reminds you that it's free. They're using just a simple box. All you've got to do is put your email address into that box. You haven't got to click there and go to another sign-up form and fill in 3 reams of paper. It drop your email address, bam, straight, you're in. Where should you put your sign-up form? Should you put it at the top of the page? Should you put it at the bottom of the page? I actually think, there's a simple answer to this. Why not both? Of course, offering incentives, that really works. It's a value exchange. I'm sure you've heard that. People are giving you something of value, they expect something of value back. They take the same sign-up form, the same position, the same page, add an incentive to it that's well targeted and of value, and it increases list growth 92%. This is really nice from Kissmetrics, where they doubled their lead generation rate, and they did it by making the incentive more relevant to the customer, to the visitor. We want to help customers act impulsively. There's a moment when people have weakness. There's a moment when people are kind of susceptible to, these people seem all right actually, why not? Why not give them an email address? I think I trust them, I think I like what they want. Can we time our incentive? Can we time our message to the exact point when they're weakest, to when they're liable to? It's asking at the right time. And can we make it easy? And can we do it through a channel that works? A really great way of asking at the right moment are popovers. I think I've rarely seen a popover not work well. So if you use a timed popover, something which comes up actually as short as 15 seconds, somewhere between 15 seconds, 45 seconds after someone has come to your website, it's long enough for them to have engaged with your content to start to understand if they like your content and who you are, what you offer. Can you give something which is instant of value that they can have now? People like instant gratification. We all want money today and want money tomorrow. Are you integrating list growth across all your touch points? Where are you actually meeting customers, talking to customers, engaging with customers? This is lovely. This is from Go8. They are an outdoor attraction. They run spring to autumn. It's a high-wire activity. It's for people who like to get out and do crazy stuff. In their winter newsletter, they have an offer from Nielsen, a competition, which is obviously a nice cross-branding thing. There's a partnership relationship. It's a win for both, because in the winter, Go8 have got nothing to talk about. Their attractions are closed. They haven't got a lot to say. Nielsen, of course, love these active people and these outdoor types. What better than in the winter for Nielsen to pay for a competition? Nielsen get list growth, Go8 gets some nice content to have in their newsletter. When was the last time you actually took a good hard look at your current collection processes and said, is that the best we can do? Could we tweak it? Could we make it better? Could we simplify it, reduce the number of fields? Could we make the content better? Could we add an incentive? Could we change the copy? Join Betting Expert to get free betting tips and the button sign up and get best daily tips. And it was a 31.54% uplift in the number of email addresses collected. And that, it's so kind of annoyingly simple. But just getting those incentives and the benefits right makes a big difference. Finally, number 7 is make your list growth investable. And by investable, I'm saying, can you articulate exactly how much an email address is worth? Don't be shy about asking for an email address. We sometimes go, could you give me an email address? We shouldn't be shy. We need to be bold and straightforward and say, please give us an email address because you're going to enjoy it.